I'm at my house, and I'm got on my desktop, and I found another contact video. Now this one kind of bounces around in the sky, but it does hover in the same spot for about 6 minutes, and it's kind of bouncing around though. It's not me shaking. Bob Lazar was saying when he was working on these things that these things didn't like to go slow very much, and that they would kind of jerk around and kind of bounce around in the sky when they weren't going at high speed. And I find a lot of these UFOs are doing that, that they're kind of bouncing around and stuff. And so don't think it's me jerking, and this isn't no bat or bird, because a bat, I'm shining a laser on and off at this thing, not full time, but kind of flashing it at it. And bats and birds don't hang out and hover, and especially if you're shining a laser at them. Anyway, you guys enjoy this movie, and I'll be outside filming tonight. Anyway, I love you guys, man. Take care. Bye. Okay, guys, this is Joey here from the UFO Hunter, and we got another contact video here. Okay, we see this UFO at first. You can see it's a round disc. It's kind of bouncing around a lot. Some people are going to say this thing's a bird or a bat or whatever, a bug. They can say whatever they want. But this thing's going to stop. I mean, it's pretty much not hardly moving right now. But it's going to come back after I lose it. I lose it in this frame right here, in this moment. And I'm going to catch it back again here in a second. And it's going to stay kind of hovering right over me. It's going to be moving away from us for a moment, and then it's going to come back, and it's literally going to be right over my head. Okay, here we got it again. Now Bob Lazar talks about these things not moving very well when they move slow, and I've seen most of these UFOs, and when they're moving slow, they're kind of bouncing around in the sky. Now watch this thing. It's moving away from me right now. I'm not shining my laser at it. I'm just taking a little short burst of my laser. So I'm not shining it directly, like on it full blast all the time. I'm just kind of signaling it like on and off, on and off. And it moves away here for a minute. You'll see it get smaller and smaller, and then you'll see it start getting bigger and bigger. Right now it's kind of maintaining its spot. It's not me shaking around. You can look at the sky, and I'm not really moving around that much. These things just, they do this. Okay, it's coming back now. This goes on for about 6 minutes. This thing hovers and lets me shine a laser at it, and if it was any kind of a bird or a bat, this thing here would take off. Okay, it's moving away again. But there's no way, if you look at the clouds, this thing's not moving around a whole lot, other than bouncing around up in the sky. And it's going to slowly start coming back. And eventually it's going to, okay, now it's coming back. It's going to be right over my head here in a minute. Coming back closer to me right now. Okay, it's coming back. It's getting closer. You see it getting bigger and bigger. Now you don't see me bouncing the camera around much, so it's definitely the object moving. I'm pretty stable. I'm kind of fighting to keep up with it. Oh, it's hard to, the contact video was such a good video. But this is definitely another contact video here. It's just, I don't know. It's just up higher in the sky. Okay, now it's about right over my head. This thing's right over the top of my head right now. You can see how much bigger it's got. I'm looking straight up at this thing right now. And that is not a bird or a bat. I have videos of birds and bats on my list. A lot of movies I have birds and bats and jet planes, and this is not an animal. This thing's intelligent. It's seen my laser now, it's right over my head. It's really cool. I remember this one. It's right over my head now. It's definitely seeing me and I'm seeing it, and we're kind of interacting. And then this thing will slowly start moving off and then just disappear into the dark night. That might be me shaking a little bit right there. But this thing is kind of bouncing around a lot. And the only time you can see me, it's me, is if the camera's bouncing around the clouds. And I think I'm just kind of squirming around to keep up with it at this point because it's moving around. I think it's moving away now. It's not, I don't believe it's over the top of my head anymore. Great, my dogs are messing up my movie. Hey, I'm on the computer. This thing's moving away. I gotta put up a sign outside recording quiet. Anyway, this thing's gonna start fading away here in a minute. Hey. This thing's slowly fading away. And it's just about gone. And this is where the movie just about ends here.